everyone. Welcome to Toy Break, episode 337. I'm Aileen.
I'm George.
And I'm Tony.
Welcome to the couch, Tony.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming. Oh, you got a cheers.
Well, here, cheers.
Oh, cheers. I don't have a cup. But what I do have is a description of what Toy Break is, which is your weekly internet show featuring news and reviews all about the wonderful world of toys, including but never limited to designer vinyl, plush, action figures, events, artists, collectors, other people involved in podcasting and collecting. Whatever we can bring you in said wonderful world, that is what we aim to do. So let's start, as we always do, by thanking our site sponsors like 3D Retro,
Happy Panda Toys,
Tomonosuke,
Suburban Vinyl,
DKE Toys,
3 Coconut Monkey,
and Button Lab. Thank you so much to our sponsors. They help the tapes keep rolling and the lights stay on. So check out their stuff on our site, toybreak.com. We also have a contest. It's over.
Oh, thank God this contest is over. It's been going on for like 2 months, I think, I feel.
It started before Decon.
Yeah, it's been a long contest.
Con time?
So the guest picks the winner.
Oh.
So you're going to reach into this here box. And you're going to pull
What's
a
in the
name out.
box?
What's in the box?
So thank you, everyone who entered. And the winner is...
I think I pulled out several. Am I reading this? You reading
Yeah,
this?
you can read it.
Go for it.
If it's legible. No, that's not, no, the other side.
No.
There is no winner.
I use scrap paper for these.
Ercico?
Ercico. Congratulations! You win the Red Orion figure. Thank you so much. So what they had to do is, it's a big vinyl alien, and they had to draw an alien.
Ah.
Any alien.
Any alien will do.
Any alien or Aileen. So thank you so much to everybody who entered, and congratulations, Ercico. We will be back with a new contest right after the holidays, because we just got back from our trip.
We did, and you saw that in the last episode.
Yes, if you were watching, we actually filmed the last episode half in Bahrain, half in France. So that was fun. Toy break around the world. It was pretty cool.
You were in Bahrain, he was in France.
Exactly,
Yes.
and then we...
Nice.
Oh, it looked like we were in the same place, huh?
Yes, exactly. Blue screen. Blue
It's
screen
all
technology.
blue screen. I'm that good, you guys. No, that was a really cool thing that we got to do. So
But also, happy holidays.
happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
And we can even say Merry Christmas.
We could say
can.
we can also say
this
happy
is
Hanukkah
this is going up that week, right? This
and
week?
Hanukkah week.
Well, I guess Christmas is next week.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. We're a week early.
You know what's cool about Christmas is you can celebrate it all year long.
You can. And you know who does celebrate it all year long?
Who could that be?
So, Tony, why don't you
Yes.
tell us a little bit about who you are?
My name is Tony Thaxton.
True.
Yes.
Oh, it's a quiz?
I was a professional musician for a long time. Played in a band called Motion City Soundtrack.
Awesome.
I lived the dream that a lot of people would claim to have, as they say. But then I gave it up for everyone's other dream of starting a year-round Christmas podcast with their dog.
That's true.
That actually is my other dream.
That is the dream. You
Mm-hmm.
now you're
It's
living
on my
the
bumper
dream.
sticker. My other dream is starting a Christmas podcast with my dog. You should make that.
I
bumper
should
sticker.
make that.
And it's Feliz Navipod,
Yes.
which I think is an amazing name, and I'm surprised it was
Thank you.
available.
Me too. That's kind of half the reason the show exists, is because I thought of that name.
And you're like, this is amazing. It has to be a show.
Because I was like, I kind of want. I had a lot of free time and was like, I'm a big podcast lover, so I was like, kind of want to make one, but there's so many, and I will probably suck at it, and all that. And I was like, what would be my thing though? And I just was starting to think about it, and I do love Christmas, and I was like, could I make that a thing? And then I was like, oh, what could it be called? And then I'm a lover of puns, and although is that
Who
technically a
isn't?
pun? I guess that's a pun,
That's
right?
a pun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a fun.
So yeah, once I thought of it, I was like, well, I guess it's happening. There's no
Nice.
turning back now. So
And I've actually wanted to have you on here for quite some time because we started
It's true.
started listening to your show because of Joe Ledbetter. You've
Thank you,
done work with him in the past, and I think it was during our 24-hour show this year. He was telling us about your show because he was on it, and I think it was like episode 3, if I'm not mistaken.
I think
Wow.
you're right.
So
Look
I've
at
been
you.
listening. I've been listening since episode 3, and I went back and listened to 1 and
Yeah,
2
you
as
can't
well.
remember what you had for lunch.
I know, it's crazy. But I figured, like, I mean, I know it's a Christmas all year podcast, but I was like, we got to have him on like near Christmas. Like that's, because then because you talk about, on your show, you do talk about a lot of toys. It just happens to come up because you have a lot of toys.
I was going to say we film it, we record in a room somewhat similar to this. Yeah.
So all your guests always bring up the toys that they're looking at. So I was like, all right, he likes toys. You know, he likes art. Obviously, he likes Joe Ledbetter's art. At least that. I was like, he listens to a lot of the same podcasts I do. I was like, gotta have this guy on the show. But I was like, let's do it when we can talk about Christmas toys. Like, what better time?
I appreciate. Yeah, thanks for having me. That seems to be like I'm turning into Mr. Christmas.
Your
I think.
book, on all the Christmas shows.
Things have been busy lately, and I'm been getting some requests to come and do some other things, and not that I'm complaining.
No,
but
of
it's
course
like,
not.
You know, it's not a terrible reputation to have. I guess
That's
could
kind
be
of an
worse.
awesome reputation.
Yeah. You know, but then I feel like I gotta dress the part and everything. So,
Yeah,
you know,
you kind
You
of
need
have
a sweater sponsor.
I actually tried to get one.
Did you?
Kind of. And it seemed like it was going all right. I won't name names.
Not yet.
But,
next year.
Yeah, well,
next year,
year.
we got to get you a sweater sponsor because that would be amazing.
Yes, it would.
Imagine if you can get a sweater sponsor that could come in and give you like, so you had a stock, so every guest that you have on for the year gets a cool sweater, that would be pretty awesome.
That would be pretty awesome.
We need to find you a Feliz Navipod sweater sponsor. If anyone's listening that knows sweaters,
Make it so.
So nice. So you guys can listen to Feliz Navipod at FelizNavipod.com.
Or
And-
iTunes.
Well,
Or
exactly.
Stitcher.
It will take you to the iTunes
Yes.
from the site, right?
Sorry. I wasn't trying to correct you. I was
Fine.
trying to
Fine.
add.
It's fine.
hey, he's been doing this for over a year. I mean, listen to him.
But that's not all you do. You also have another podcast that you started recently. Hey, if you're going to promote your
Yeah.
stuff, promote your stuff.
Yeah. Well, again, all my things start as dumb jokes, I feel like. So-
That's how the best things start.
Yeah. Yeah, my friend Todd Cooper and myself were big fans of the You Talking You Two to Me podcast that Scott Aukerman and Adam Scott do. And because it's just ridiculous, and it's supposed to be them talking about YouTube, but it really is just them dicking around the whole time. And we were big fans, made us laugh a lot. And then Todd came to me and said, hey, do you want to start a podcast about that podcast? And we'll call it You Two Talking You Two to Me Too? Yes. It was initially, there was no yes on the end, but then I believe our friend Ben Acker suggested that we answer the question in the title.
Can't just,
title.
can't just leave the question hanging.
Yeah. So it became that, and again, it's like, well, we'll just, we'll do this. It'll, 12 people will listen to it. It'll be entertaining to us, and that's fine. And then, and we had fun. We were like, I don't know. Again, we're not necessarily claiming it was good or anything. We're like, we had fun. We put it out there. And then it was kind of ridiculous because our friend Paul F. Tompkins actually ended up posting about it on, I think he posted like the image on from iTunes on Instagram and like said what it was. And when he did that, so many people downloaded the first episode.
Oh no!
And like the next day, it was like number 26 on the iTunes comedy chart or whatever. And we literally, not exaggerating, we thought 12 people would listen.
Right.
So then, like, as Paul posted about it, we're like, this is just stupid. And like
So let's keep doing it.
You're like,
Yeah.
maybe mention my Feliz Navipod.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so exactly. I'd been doing Feliz Navipod for like a year, and then we do this dumb little thing as an inside joke, and then suddenly it's like, okay, when you put no effort into it, that's what it's.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but it's very. If I recommend it only if you like idiots, pretty much.
Hey, that's my favorite thing.
And listening to idiots.
Yeah, that's been our favorite thing is because. Our reviews that we're seeing are our favorite because most people are being nice, but there's like, our favorite one was somebody on an iTunes review wrote, "Who hired these guys for this podcast?"
Hired.
Someone who has a clear understanding of how podcasts work.
That's
Obviously.
awesome.
It's a very big industry.
Oh yeah, it was a
Big
grueling
business,
interview
corporate.
process. But,
Ties have to be worn at all times.
We had like 4 or 5 different interviews before we finally got the job.
Before you nailed it.
Yeah. But, yeah, and the other one we enjoyed was I'm glad these guys are laughing because I'm not.
Oh, that's actually a pretty good one. That's actually a pretty good review.
We love it. We are big fans of when we see the bad reviews. So
I like all the feedback.
Yeah, you know,
it's good.
It's entertaining.
Exactly. And if you're not doing it to entertain yourself, oh wait a minute.
Especially when you're doing it to have fun. Like if you were doing it, if it was like your serious endeavor and you were like,
right.
and then somebody writes that, then you'd be hurt. But if this was like you're having fun with it, then you're like, all right, this is all good.
Yeah.
Maybe they're getting the joke.
But you can get to all those links and things that Tony does at TonyThaxton.com.
Correct.
Which is a nice hub for all of your things and a good place to follow you on the Instagrams and the Twitters and all those things. Which would you like to throw out your ats?
Yeah, they're both just at Tony Thaxton.
It's so easy, you guys.
It's that easy.
But you should definitely listen to Feliz Navipod because you have very interesting guests on.
Thank you.
And you have interesting conversations. And even though it may start centering around Christmas, sometimes it goes off on a tangent.
It usually goes off in tangents.
Yay.
Half the time it turns into a Star Wars podcast.
And what's wrong with that?
Exactly. There's a lot of Star Wars. Again, it's a room like this. There's a lot of Star Wars things, and so it ends up just launching into Star Wars.
And I think our audience would appreciate it because there's a lot of toy talk on there as well, even if it's Star Wars toys or other like Muppets toys, things like that. So I think the people that watch our show would probably enjoy listening to it, especially if they enjoy Christmas as well, because that theme is in there. So.
Yeah, you don't have to be you don't have to be a Christmas lover.
Right.
That was the goal. I was like, you know, since I'm doing it all year long, I was like, I don't know how much I can really drill this into the ground.
There's been guests that straight up are like hate Christmas.
Oh yeah, there's been a few.
But that's good. It provides the contrast.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. I like the theme.
Thank you. If I may, while we're doing all these plugs too, I just released a Christmas EP. I literally just released it today for everyone. Because I write songs because I kind of try to make the show somewhat in like the spirit of a cheesy old Christmas special, and so I write songs that get thrown into the episodes, and I kind of picked a handful of my favorite ones that I had done for the show, and so I did 5 originals and 2 covers, and I just put that EP out. You can get it on Bandcamp, and yeah, I just wanted to let that
absolutely.
be known.
There's a link in the show notes, you guys. And we were listening to it earlier, and it's
we
awesome.
have it. We backed the Kickstarter, so we have
Thank
it.
you.
So it's I definitely recommend it. It's got the cover of the R2.
Yeah, R2-D2. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
And again, it comes back to Star Wars.
It always comes back to Star Wars.
Do you know the fun fact about the real version of that song?
What's the fun fact?
I remember it from you saying it, but I'm gonna be like, no. What's the fun fact?
I'm just acting as well.
Wow.
I do know the fun fact.
I believed you. That was really good.
Yeah, you're good.
I play dumb.
I can tell you've been in Los Angeles for a while.
Tell them the fun fact.
Fun fact: the song R2-D2 "We Wish You a Merry Christmas" was originally on this ridiculous Star Wars holiday album called "Christmas in the Stars," and the song is the first recorded performance ever by John Bon Jovi.
That's crazy.
Amazing.
I think from 1978. I think is when the record came out.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you think that's on his resume?
yeah, it's the top.
It's got to be. And if you can, it's in the liner notes, but it's his real spelling of Bongiove, I believe it is.
Oh, like
So
Giove or something?
Bon Jovi.
And Bon Jovi was his name. Oh,
Yes.
No.
Nope.
yes.
So we're split. What's your
pretty
choice? We're split right now. You're the deciding factor.
My choice is to move on and talk about some toys.
Okay, I guess we could do that.
I mean, it is your show, so I'll allow it.
We do before. Well,
thank
before
you.
we
Thank
get
you,
on
sir.
though, we need at least. We have to have at least one like your
Christmas
favorite. Yeah,
conversation?
like your favorite Christmas. Like either
What's your favorite
like
toy you ever got?
yeah, like your favorite toy you ever got when you were a kid. Did you get a lot of toys as a kid, or did you get like clothes and stuff? Like,
yeah. I mean, I feel like I was the typical kid where all I wanted was toys.
right.
And you get the occasional clothes, and you just kind of
Like, oh, great.
move on to the next one. But yeah, again, Star Wars toys would probably be the big one. That was the majority of my childhood was Star Wars toys. Which I weirdly, because I was thinking about it, I was like, well, that'll probably be something we'll talk about. And I couldn't think of a specific one that I got as a kid. But, when I was in high school, the Star Wars toys came back around when they started making the super buff ones
Yep.
for a while. So I started collecting those, like all seniors in high school do, right?
Obviously.
Yeah.
It's a rite of passage.
And I remember getting all those, and they only had a handful of them that came out at first. I feel like it was only like 8, 9, 10 figures or something in that first line. And they had the pictures of all of them on the back. And for some reason, at first, I don't know if they added Leia later or if they just didn't picture her at first. I don't know what the story is, but there wasn't a Princess Leia figure at first. But then I think through some magazines, I saw that it did exist, but it was like impossible to find. And then I remember Christmas when I was a senior in high school, I opened a present that my mom had found that Princess Leia.
Aw, your mom's awesome.
She is pretty awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, she's got a knack for finding those things. She still like sometimes will find things and randomly just send them to me.
Nice.
Like she'll find actual old Star Wars toys at yard sales or something like that and
Your mom's really awesome.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
Mama Thaxton, I'm looking for the Boba Fett and prototype armor from Walgreens. If you happen to see that.
Well, now wait, you asked him about his favorite Christmas toy. How about yours?
I mean, probably the ones I remember the most was probably Star Wars as well. And I would say maybe it would be either the AT-AT or the Hoth base. Were two of the ones that I really remember playing with on Christmas.
Spoiled kid over here.
Yeah, I never actually had the AT-AT. I had almost all of the figures, but I didn't have as many of the ships. I never had an AT-AT. So.
Yeah, I didn't have the AT-AT when I was a kid either.
Christmas was always for like, that was when we would get like a big ship. We would get
play
like
set or something.
Yeah, like a play set or something like that. So it was like for your birthday you can get like the action figures and stuff, but then Christmas was like you get that one big thing, and it was like I remember getting the AT-AT. I think I still have a picture of me with that.
I think you do.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
It used to be on my Instagram, but
Oh.
we'll talk about that.
Do you want to mention that?
I mean, I was going to wait till the end of the show.
Okay, we can wait.
But I got kicked off Instagram.
Why? Now, do you want to wait? I got to know the story.
No, you can tell.
So at the end of the show, I will not be saying follow me on Instagram right now. We were in Paris, as we saw in the last episode, and we were at the Louvre, and I thought it was funny to take pictures of there's so many naked babies in the paintings in the Louvre, and apparently you're not allowed to post a picture of a painting of a naked baby on Instagram, even if it's from the Louvre. Just like Renaissance masterpieces of art will get you kicked off of Instagram. So warning, don't post pictures of babies.
Well, we assume that's what it was. Instagram has not gotten back to George.
Yeah, they don't tell you why they kick you off. They just say you've broken the rules of Instagram, and that's the only thing I could think of because like
weird.
I don't know.
Instagram hates art.
They do.
That's what I've heard.
Censorship.
That's what I'm beginning to learn. Instagram.
Will you ever be back with a new Instagram?
If they will let me. Right now, my phone will not let me back on.
You know that is a potential possibility.
If I am able to figure out how to do it without jailbreaking my phone.
I didn't think that they kicked people. I thought that they you would just get photos removed. I didn't know.
Well, they removed the photo, and I was like, oh crap. Well, that sucks. And then I went on, and it was like a week later they deleted my account. So it wasn't like. That's why I don't know if that was the reason or not. Yeah. Because it didn't that's not when it happened. It happened like a week later. Mm-hmm. So I'm assuming that was the reason because I've never had a photo deleted before. Yeah. So they deleted the photo and they told me, don't post that. And
but
I was like,
kind of feels like that's the end of the transaction. Like you delete the photo, okay.
Yeah.
That incident's done. So now I'm wondering why was the account deleted?
I don't know if someone saw that one and got offended and then just started flagging my picture, everything because they hate me now because I posted a picture from the Louvre.
Well, that picture of you and your mom with the New York pizza was pretty offensive.
Yeah, that was the last thing I posted, eating a piece of pizza. I don't think that's the one that got me taken down. I don't know. So I'm no longer on Instagram, but you can follow me on Twitter at George Gasper. I'm still there. So
and Facebook.
Just no Instagram right now.
It's okay. It's okay.
Let's get into toys. Now I'm all bummed. What was your favorite Christmas toy as a kid?
Oh, I have a very clear memory of Christmas 1986. It was...
Oh, you know the year and everything.
My Pet Monster.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because we would go to my grandmother's house, and my cousin and I would, Christmas morning, it's like 5 a.m., the only day you're up at 5 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
You run into the living room, and there was, like, one of the presents was a giant, it was wrapped in a giant trash bag. And I was like, that thing's as big as me, and it had my name on it. I was like, what is that? That's gonna be, what could it possibly be that's big? And, like, I ripped it open, and in all of its glory, the beautiful My Pet Monster, which I still have.
I don't know if I remember what those are.
It's about this tall. It's a plush. It was actually made by American Greetings, which is the super weird part. Kind of look like do you remember Mad Balls? Like that style of goofy monster kind of thing.
Can't reach the one over there.
It's a giant blue plush monster, but he's got, soft vinyl, like, warty nose, and little plastic Muppet eyes. He almost looks like a Muppet, but you can't put your hand anywhere inside.
He came with, like, a breakaway chain.
And he's got an orange pair of handcuffs that you can pull apart.
Okay.
And he's super soft, and you can hug him, but he's really big. Well, when you're 6, he's really big.
He's still pretty big. I mean, that was a pretty large...
No, it's bigger than that.
Yeah, it was a pretty large stuffed animal toy.
I thought it was amazing.
I just remembered one year I got a weight bench.
What?
And, like a bench press, like weight bench thing.
How'd that work out?
And it was funny because, like, there's... Obviously, you can't wrap a bench, like, you can't wrap a weight bench. It was like the Afghan was just thrown over it, and I was like, oh, I know what that one is.
Oh, my parents used to hate. They would wrap my presents, of course, but like a lot of them came in weird shaped boxes. Mm-hmm. So I would say what it was before I opened it, and they would be so mad.
I remember.
Well, one was a pogo stick. Like, I can see that it's a pogo stick. And my mom's like, how did you know? And I'm like, it's a pogo stick. I also got a briefcase that year, and it was an awesome briefcase.
A briefcase?
I like my briefcases.
How old were you?
Younger than probably should have been excited about it.
She went in Halloween one year as Murphy Brown. Like, that's the kind of child she was.
Wait, that's true?
Yeah, that's true.
I thought you were just making a joke.
And I took my briefcase with me, and I would open it up and collect the candy. And then my dad tried to attack me in a cornfield, and I used the briefcase to defend myself, and it worked out really well.
Hang on, your dad tried to attack you in a cornfield?
Well, I didn't know it was my dad. He had a mask on. It was Halloween.
That sounds terrifying.
No, it was Halloween.
Where were you in a cornfield?
We have a corn maze at Foothill Fruit Ranch.
I think we should move on. I think we should do a little toy reviewing before this goes, like, deeper. Should we bring out the first thing?
Let's do it.
It's going to be Star Wars related.
Perfect. And Christmas related.
Perfect.
Are you a fan of Boba Fett?
Of course.
Okay.
I feel like that's a stupid question.
So this is the Hallmark. It's not really a toy, I guess, but it is.
It's kind of a toy.
It's kind of a toy. It feels like a toy. It's made out of plastic, so. Star Wars, Lego, Boba Fett ornament.
It's kind of everything you could want.
What do you think?
It is. It's good.
I've already touched it before, so anybody wants to see it.
It's pretty great. If I may, this isn't even. It's a fine product.
Hey, Hallmark didn't send it to us. You can say whatever you want.
No, and it's not. It's just this is my own stupidity. I don't know. I have a rule that I have about ornaments.
Oh, there's a rule.
There's a rule, and I have tons of Star Wars ornaments and Muppet ornaments, all kinds of pop culture things. This is cool. I would like it way more and would probably own it already if there was some sort of Christmas element to him. Mm-hmm. If he was maybe holding a candy cane instead of a gun, or he had a Santa hat on top of his helmet, or something stupid like that. I have this little rule about they need to have some.
It has to have a Christmas part to it.
I
agree
like
with
that rule.
Because otherwise, it kind of just feels like I could just tie a string around any toy I have and put it on my tree.
It's true.
You can.
Yeah.
Technically.
I can.
I mean, this is definitely more of just a little mini statue.
But it's cool. I'm not saying it's not cool.
But they got the license because it's an ornament.
Because they put that key tag in his head.
Because they don't have a statue license.
You know what? I agree. Now I think it needs to be customized and put something in his hand. And
those rules that Tony just laid out are the exact things that you like/dislike about the Star Wars Advent Calendar.
That's the only reason. The only thing that makes that calendar good is the pieces that.
That's what I'm saying. You only like the pieces with the Christmas elements.
Yeah.
Do you ever look at those?
They're not still making those, aren't they?
Yeah.
They are?
Oh yeah. It's like the third or fourth year.
You can watch us open them every day on YouTube.
Oh, I've been blowing it.
Yeah, and
There's usually 2 to 3 figures that have like a Christmas.
Because I remember seeing one a
makeover.
couple of years ago, and then I feel like last year I actually looked for one, and I guess I didn't look hard enough.
Did you look near Christmas? Because they usually sell out by December.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that probably was my problem.
Yeah. They're in stores from like September through end of November.
Okay.
Ish.
Mental note.
Or
Next
just
year.
order them on Amazon.
Yeah, that's usually what happens with about everything.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Because it's here in like a day and a half, and you're like, oh, fabulous.
There was, do you remember this was something that was worked on at Gentle Giant many years ago.
Now 3D Systems.
Oh, yeah, 3D Systems.
I think it's still Gentle Giant.
They did, one of the companies, I can't remember which one it was now, they did that, though. They did a Boba Fett Christmas statue, and it was him, like, with, like, I think he did have a candy cane for a gun,
Yeah.
and like, it was
Present.
the Han
And
Solo,
the
and it was wrapped as a present.
I know
right?
exactly
Like,
what you're talking. I've almost bought that several times. Yeah. I still haven't done it, but I think it's actually in my little wish list on Amazon.
They did a whole
Nice.
line of Christmas.
Yeah, there was a
don't
Darth
think they
Vader
do 'em
one.
anymore, though.
No, I don't remember who made that either.
There's a Yoda one that I do have.
Nice.
There's Salacious Crumb that not many people have.
Oh, that was their minibus, so that was an actual Gentle Giant. This was
Oh,
what they
which
did
one?
for somebody else. Like, this was someone else's
Oh,
company.
I thought you were talking about the Gentle Giant busts.
No, this was just someone else's. This was like another, like, Hallmark or somebody made that
Oh,
statue.
I remember what you're talking about now. I was thinking about the mini bus line.
Yeah.
Was the Salacious Crumb one you spoke of Christmassy?
Yes.
I don't even know about this.
I'll show you pictures later.
Yes.
It was one of their, you know, the minibus line that they put out.
Uh-huh.
It was like the employee one that they
Friends
get.
and family
Like, yeah.
thing.
Gotcha.
So it was made in a limited number, and it was, I think there was like
11?
little mini Christmas
Yeah, there's
lights
tiny
like
lights all
wrapped
around
around,
them.
because it was Salacious Crumb with C-3PO's head,
Uh-huh.
and it was like little mini Christmas lights wrapped around, and they lit up when C-3PO's head lit up too, I think.
Pretty
Nice.
cute.
Cool.
Good.
Christmas element. I actually appreciate that you have a rule.
Yeah.
Because you have.
Otherwise,
there is
you'd
a
buy
point.
two. You could get too many things. Like,
I
that's a
know.
good way to
We-
limit your collection too.
We,
like,
my girlfriend and I were at Disneyland last night. And,
Hooray!
We one of the main reasons we went, because we're weirdos, especially me, was to get some ornaments. And yeah, there were a lot of ones that were like, this one's cool, but nothing there. Like,
See, I
if
don't
they
think
just
that's
put
weird.
the
But I'm a Disney nut, so whatever.
man. There
Did
were
you
some
get
like
the
they were,
trash can salt and pepper shakers?
no.
Oh, they're really good. They're different trash cans from around the park. They're like this
No,
big. I'll
I've
show them
not
to you.
seen
I'll show them to you later.
that. I ordered
for
one
Dis-
of these.
that's for
oh, you did?
I did.
Did you get it yet?
I've not gotten it yet. I think
Well, here,
it
you can
might
play with
be
one.
at the post office. I think it was like a weird thing where I had to sign for it and I wasn't
Yes, it's a sign for one because
yeah.
it's an
home. And,
overseas one.
Yeah, I need to. I have not had time to go pick it up.
So what we have here is the Dissected Gingerbread Man. This is, of course, I bet you can't guess, it's from Jason Freeney and Mighty Jax. It's a 6-inch ABS figure. It's got a hanging attachment. It goes for $20. You can still get them, actually, at mightyjax.bigcartel.com. And I think this is a fantastic sort of mashup. Like, what a great Christmas thing mixed with, like, the designer art toy scene. I don't know. I really like it.
I do too. As soon as I bought it as soon as I found out about it.
Oh, it's awesome.
I have the T-shirt of that I've had for a long time actually.
It's such a classic, like, iconic gingerbread man, and I love that they didn't like mess with the gingerbread man. Like, they just kept the normal shape. You
Yeah,
know, kept
it's
it
good.
like regular, and then did the Jason Freeney, gave it the Freeney treatment. We'll call it.
The free
It's big. I didn't realize they were this big.
I didn't either. I thought they were going to be like 4 inches for some
Yeah.
reason.
I feel like it might be awkwardly big on my tree. I'm gonna be honest.
And this one's good for your tree, right? Because it's Christmas gingerbread. man.
Yeah,
Okay.
it works.
Ginger dead man. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Is it ginger dead or gingerbread?
It is going to be big on a tree, though.
Bread.
Oh, it does say gingerbread.
It is big on a tree.
Yeah,
Might have to get a bigger tree.
I had to upgrade last year.
Luckily,
Did you
our
really?
I
tree
did.
is Michelangelo, so he can
Well,
can
this
easily
year.
hold this.
Just put in his hand. It'll be fine.
Is that literally your Christmas decoration?
For this year, yeah.
Just some
We
lights
haven't
on
decided
I
where-
I wondered if the lights were always there. If that's your
No,
Christmas
that he
No,
just got
that's good.
decorated for
Okay.
Christmas. Yeah.
What do you do with a 4-foot Michelangelo?
You put lights on him.
We have a 5-foot key in the other room, and we have too many large things already happening. So right now, 4-foot Michelangelo is our Christmas tree.
Fair enough.
And that's
He's
okay.
green.
He's green, right? He works.
Yeah.
He's in that shape, that general shape of
Yeah.
a Christmas tree. What was?
I don't know. It doesn't have the Christmas flair that Tony requires.
I'm gonna bring out
The lights count.
two
Do
quick
they?
pieces
Oh,
of
yeah.
mail. We got 2 Christmas cards in the mail.
Aw.
One from Curry Studios,
Oh, that's awesome.
and one from
Thank you so much.
from Junk Fed. So thank you
Pretty
guys. Thanks for
That's
the card.
awesome. Look at that card.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. I never
That's a good
thought to
one.
make a Frankenstein snowman.
Yeah, that's good.
This is super cute. Thank you guys so much. We love holiday greetings.
We do, and I'll hang them on the wall with the other Christmas
George
cards.
especially. He's a nut about hanging all the holiday greetings.
They're on the wall over there.
It's growing.
It's like
So
there's nothing there.
No, it is. You can't. Oh.
Just kidding.
Blind Box
Oh.
time?
It's Fly Box time! Do you guys know what time it is? Fly Box time! What do we have today, George?
Today we have Lego minifigures. This is series.
Not to start your habit.
Series. What is this? 16?
12?
12.
12, I think. Yeah, 12. Alright, so, well, wait, we should get one of the pages out. Can we get yours out?
Yeah, here.
That's not actually all the figures, for some reason.
Oh,
Oh,
don't look.
don't look.
I'm not looking.
I'm not looking either. Okay, go ahead. No, you can look now.
All right, so we get to pick which one we want or hope that we get. I want the pig, of course, because I like all the ones with the animals and
Good.
suits.
Oh, there's so many good ones. Every series has so many good ones. I kind of want the little goth girl. She's pretty cute.
Pretty good. Well, you guys picked the best two, so
Well, you can pick them
You
too.
can pick it too. It's okay.
I feel like no.
I know there's a wizard.
Yeah.
That's pretty wizard.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I kind of want the Pizza Man.
Oh, he's awesome. And you get 2 tiles. I want all of them, so.
All right, so here's
Okay,
scissors if you
no.
want scissors to open it, or you can just rip it. Whatever your style
I'm
is.
gonna go to scissors because if I can't rip it, then I'm gonna feel awful. So I'm just not gonna give myself
Just
that option.
preemptively
Yeah.
eliminate that issue.
Oh, I got a cool one. I got some kind of like space looking guy.
Oh, I got a
Is he
space
on
guy
there?
too.
Oh, we got the
Yeah.
same one? Here, open
Aw,
this one
doubles?
instead.
Ooh. That's okay though.
Doubles are okay when you get a space guy, though.
See, that's the Lego stuff you should do, is the advent calendars.
I know.
See, because that's the Christmas theme.
I know. We were talking before we started filming that I love Legos, but I can't open that door because there's just so much that I would.
But if
Once
you,
I start, I wouldn't be able to stop.
you just limit it to just the advent calendar, because it's Christmassy.
I can handle
And it's
that.
a write-off for the podcast. I am such a bad influence. I'm just enabling.
This is pretty
What
cool.
is this?
This helmet
Oh.
has one of the flippy up pieces, but it just snaps in place and just becomes like a cool visor. Like it doesn't actually do any flippy uppy part.
Right.
And he's like a space drill soldier, not drill one.
My lady has a crossbow, a scratch on her face, and a giant green syringe.
Sure, she does.
I think she's
What is she
hunting
hunting?
dinosaurs. I think she's hunting dinosaurs.
I don't want to be caught by her. That's for sure.
No.
She's hunting the deadliest prey of all, man. Merry Christmas. Oh, wait.
I just got a nerd that likes video games.
Ah! He's awesome! Look at his controller tile!
Yep.
You got a noob.
I like his glasses. I don't know, I think
Probably who she's trying to kill.
Yeah.
She hates nerds.
What is are those? Is that headphones part of it?
Yeah.
Look at that. It's like sculpted into the hair.
Oh, that's
kind
unique.
of cool.
I like the face with the glasses, and you can see the eyebrows over the glasses. And I'm always a fan of those pants.
That's a pretty good one.
I have a lot of minifigures.
Yeah.
Does he get a wallet
I'm
chain?
not surprised.
He does. He's got a wallet
Well,
chain.
you gotta have a lot so that you
Yeah, I
can build
didn't
new
even notice
things.
that.
Oh, look at this guy's drill gun. Like, look at that probe.
Yeah, I think I kind of won. This guy's awesome.
This guy looks like he belongs with the,
He with the Space Marine monkeys that I made.
I
yes,
believe-
that's what I was gonna say.
Does he have a flash drive hanging from his?
I think he does.
I think that is.
That's some serious detail with that.
Hey, Lego's really stepped their game up
I
in the
guess
last
so.
couple of years. I'm going to say cool to pretty much all these, except I'm a little confused by her.
She's a hunter.
But I think it has to do because they're making the new Jurassic World Lego sets.
Oh.
Okay.
So maybe she ties into the dinosaur, because they did the dinosaur sets already that were very Jurassic Park-y, but not licensed.
So does that mean Chris Pratt is going to to have another Lego of him?
Yeah.
That guy's got like
Disney.
15 Legos of himself
Disney.
already.
Who saw that coming, by the way? Like, and I don't mean that in a bad way.
No,
I just,
but nobody saw that.
Yeah, because, I mean, I've been a Parks and Rec fan since it started. And,
Absolutely.
And he's amazing on it, but, like...
Who saw that?
Yeah, whoever would have watched that show, this guy's going to be a gigantic star in a couple of years.
We can sexy him up. Because, I mean, he was already good looking on Parks and Rec, but, like, you don't think of him...
Yeah, he was just the, like, goofy... dumb guy.
Yeah. And then you watch freaking Guardians of the Galaxy and you're like, that's this, what?
It's pretty crazy.
Wow.
Oh, this is a new thing. There's
What?
codes to unlock figures now.
Oh, this
An
is that
online
minifigure.
game.
Yeah, there's an online minifigure game. I guess we should go check that out and report back.
See, that's what your noob plays in.
In the game.
All
Let's
right.
see.
Blind box done.
Well, we have many more things to get
Okay.
through.
What do we got? This
We
one's
have-
easy. This one's not even a toy. Who doesn't love hugs?
It's a book of hugs.
It's a book of
Do you know
hugs.
Attaboy?
I do not know Attaboy.
He made High Fructose, the magazine.
Okay.
And, so he runs that. And he's been on our show a few times. He loves vintage toys, and he always brings really cool, crazy, like, 60s vintage weirdness, which is awesome. And this is one of his books that came out recently. And you can actually buy it yourself on Amazon if you're interested. It's a hardcover. It's 80 pages. You can get it for $14. It's the Book of Hugs.
It's put out by Last Gasp.
Who doesn't want
Also.
hugs? What a great idea for Christmas. You could give somebody a book of hugs.
It's a stocking size book, too.
It's all different styles of hugs. I like that.
Very nice.
I read it. There's some funny ones in there.
The social media hug? Don't look, George. It's too soon.
Oh, is there an Instagram
How about
hug?
another book really quick?
'Cause Instagram doesn't hug me. What is there?
Oh,
another
you're
one?
totally using my
Oh.
shoulder as a snot rag hug. Been there.
We've all been there.
So this is the book Aileen's been waiting for.
Well, why did they release it so much later than the rest of the new set? Have you ever been a D&D guy?
Never. I was actually
It's
talking... That surprised some friends recently when I
Did it?
said that I've never played.
You should.
Yeah.
Come on over.
I
We're
just-
going to do like a one-night campaign one of these days.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
not coming.
He's like, no,
Yeah,
man.
have a good time.
So what we have here finally is the D&D 5th edition Dungeon Master's Guide. So we had the Player's Guide and the Monster Manual on before, but the Dungeon Master's Guide was a couple months behind. So of course this is from Wizards of the Coast. New 5th edition rules, going back, simplifying it, not as crazy and weird as 3 and 4, which is great. This is MSRP $50, but I'm pretty sure it's only like $30 on Amazon.
And this just came out on December
Something like
9th,
that?
so this is brand new book
Yeah,
right here.
brand spanking new. But even if you don't play D&D, you have to agree that like there's always cool art in these things. Like, what is that? That's a hand staff. That's weird.
Whoa, look at that one. That's right.
I know, it's a tree staff.
I don't like. I'm not a huge like. I don't play D&D or anything,
You
but
will.
I love these books. I love them as art books. They're really
They
cool.
smell good.
And you can go to dungeonsanddragons.com for that. For
Look,
more
guys.
info on that one.
Come on, you want this.
You didn't
Alright.
show them the hand staff. Man.
But we're gonna, so when we have just a moment, so now that we're back from our travels and whatnot, we are working on setting up, we have some players interested in a campaign, so we are going to be playing with these and reporting back.
We need to somehow do like a Skype one with Big Kev's Geek Stuff and have like Toy Break versus Big Kev's Geek
I've
Stuff.
talked to OG about that.
Can we do that?
Well, we can.
All right. What do we got?
You've been dying to open this.
Yes.
So Kickstarter, everybody's favorite.
Speaking of Kickstarter,
Mm-hmm.
now that yours
Are
is
you ever
wrapped
going to run
up,
another Kickstarter?
how was
If
your
I can,
experience?
it was great. Cause I don't think we said this earlier, but the EP that I did that through Kickstarter. It was a very low amount of money because I really just wanted to be able to, because I did most of the recording myself, but I wanted to go record real drums in a studio, which I wasn't able to do that at home myself, so I needed some money to do that, and then get someone to mix it and master it and all that stuff too. So that was really what the money, and it was an excuse to make some merch also. I was like, I think people would be more willing to buy some merch if I do it like this.
Yeah.
So it was all, that was kind of the reason for it. But the experience was great. It was because it wasn't that much money, and so I hit the goal pretty quickly, and
Congratulations!
Thank you.
Awesome.
And it was really fun, and it was it's exciting we get those updates and find out when more people donated and see what people got, and just get that support feels good.
Absolutely.
And
it's kind of an adrenaline rush.
It really is, yeah.
Now, wait, how long was your campaign?
Just 2 weeks.
Oh, okay, you did a 2-week one, but
Yeah.
still funding that first day, it leaves you in that weird spot of like, okay,
Yeah, it was.
now I have 2 weeks.
I know.
Now what do I do?
Yeah.
Which is a great spot to be in.
It's a great spot.
Yeah.
Rather
That's
than
not a
waiting
complaint.
until the last minute
Right.
to fund,
Yeah. So then I added a couple of things because I was like, well, let's
See what happens with this.
And then it went well, and I'm now it's just gonna be getting to the harder part of sending everything out.
The
But
fulfillment.
yeah, but I've got most of my stuff now, and because I did ornaments and T-shirts and mugs and
Christmas
I'm still-
themed ornaments.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I literally got them before I came here tonight. They
Awesome.
showed
Are you
up.
happy with them?
I am.
you could have saved yourself $3 by bringing ours here.
You know what? I did. I left it in my car.
Nice.
Ah!
You saved yourself $3.
Fantastic.
So here's the print that came with our piece.
What are we talking about here
This
from
is
Kickstarter?
this is the Buona Spoons Kickstarter, and he did a
Have
figure.
stickers.
I think it's called Lonny or something like that. I can't
Lonny and
remember.
Jeff. But yes, the figure is called Lonny.
Apparently, I got a
Are
T-shirt.
you familiar with Buona's stuff?
I am.
Because you go to Decon.
I do.
Haha.
Been
So
several times.
This was
Thank
the
you.
figure I think
Thank
I
you.
backed for right here.
Now there's 2 figures, right? Or is there one?
It's 2, yeah.
Okay.
And this was the root beer colored vinyl.
Translucent root beer.
Translucent root beer colored vinyl.
How about it?
Straight from Japan. Wow, there's a lot of moving parts on these things.
Isn't most root beer translucent?
I guess if you're gonna call it, if you're gonna call it root beer, I think translucent's implied.
Yeah,
You make a fair point, sir.
it's what I do.
So these were the Kickstarter exclusive color, right?
Yeah, I believe it was.
So this set went for an $88 pledge, which got you this stuff and the stickers and the shirt and the figures, and it was actually a pretty decent deal, I
Yeah,
think, for everything that
just
you get.
The 2 figures alone
Mine
is
doesn't
like,
stand up.
I'm sure a hairdryer would.
yeah, they have been sitting in a box for a little while. They got here while we were gone.
He's gonna do that because he doesn't want to stand.
Yeah, the problem with leaving the house for 3 weeks, leaving the country for 3 weeks, all your mail shows up as soon as you leave.
Mm-hmm.
Here's
Like,
some little extra parts.
Kickstarter. Oh wait, are these interchangeable? He's doing push-ups.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
they
mean,
fit. Very important.
That guy.
you could probably change things up on some of these.
So do you? I know you collect toys. You have some designer art toys.
Mhm.
Obviously some Star Wars toys.
Yes.
Probably some Christmas toys. I'm guessing.
Yeah, that kind of but I actually I usually pack those away until this time of year. Like
Ah,
they
really?
go
They
go
don't
in
stay
with
out all
the
year?
no those
that's
stay
funny.
with the rest of the decorations, and then I have like a room that has most of my toys in it, but then there are a few that are scattered throughout the house as well, and so
So how early do you decorate?
this year we did it on Thanksgiving.
Nice.
Yeah. It's usually right around there, but this year we did it on Thanksgiving. And so, yeah, some of those toys that are, like, in the living room get put away when the Christmas stuff comes out and get replaced by some
Nice.
some Christmas toys, yeah.
That way
Very
you don't
cool.
get sick of anything.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta rotate. Sometimes none of us have enough space for all the toys, so you just gotta rotate through sometimes.
Yes.
That's how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Very funny, though, that you don't keep the Christmas stuff out all year long.
Yeah, I try to...
Interesting little tidbits from behind the scenes.
No, I don't know if this is an actual thing or not, but is there not a tree in your studio, a Christmas tree?
There is.
That stays out year round?
Yeah.
Because
It's
many
a
guests
little
have
one.
commented
It's a
on
little
it.
one.
Okay, all right.
My real tree is a big one in the living room, but I
Okay.
do have a little mini tree in the studio,
Okay.
which / toy room / podcast room. Yeah, but that's just a little tree that sits there.
So-
it seemed appropriate to leave that up.
So there
since
is
it's the
one
room.
thing that stays
Absolutely.
out
Yeah.
all year round.
Yeah.
Christmas-wise.
No, that's studio decoration.
That's true.
Yes.
So do you have any feelings on Sofubi, Japanese vinyl toys? Is that a thing you're into? Do you care?
I'm not into them, but to be honest, I don't really have any of them. I've
That's
always
okay.
thought they were kind of cool, but yeah, I've never really gone down that road.
I think for me, I don't really care where the toy is made, as long as it's cool.
Yeah. For sure.
Like,
are these numbered?
It doesn't bother me where if he's made in...
It's probably our table, but I bet this guy will stand. He's got a great claw on one hand. He's got a weird Simpsons 4-fingered hand over here.
I don't know which one's which. Like, which one's Lonnie and which one's...
it's Lonny and Jeff.
Clearly.
Sons of Brodar.
I think...
I like this one better.
I don't know which one's which. There's no... I guess it doesn't matter.
We may never know.
We may never know. No one knows. Buana doesn't even know. That would actually be funny.
They're part of the drizzle shits.
I've had those before, you guys. You don't want that. Nobody wants it. That's what you get the day after Christmas. Too much turkey. What's your Christmas meal?
GravyToys.com.
Not really. Growing up, my family would generally do the normal, just turkey and whatever. Very similar to Thanksgiving. But
Thanksgiving
now,
part 2.
Yeah. But now as I've gotten older and sometimes I have Christmas with my girlfriend's family and they always make a bunch of Italian food.
Ooh.
And that's really good. So I don't...
There's nothing that makes it feel like if I don't have this, it's not Christmas?
Yeah. The food... No, you definitely eat a lot of food, but there's not it's more like cookies. Those would be the thing that I feel like I need. Yeah.
That's interesting. Well, because at Thanksgiving there's certain foods that growing up everybody has that food that if you don't get that one, or in America I mean Thanksgiving, you get that thing it doesn't always feel like Thanksgiving to me until the green bean casserole has been had. Which actually we didn't have this year, but that's okay.
They had it, didn't they?
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I ate some.
I think they had it.
I might have eaten some.
Yeah.
There was a lot of wine this
Fair
Thanksgiving.
enough.
I don't necessarily
So it
remember.
didn't matter at that point.
But there's certain foods, and I've never really, because we didn't ever have a Christmas meal. I guess we had ham a lot.
Okay.
Not to be confused with spam a lot. Haha, Monty Python joke. We did have a lot of ham on Christmas, but it was never well, it just doesn't feel like Christmas until the ham's out.
Yeah. I'm honestly even like that with Thanksgiving.
No?
I don't love Thanksgiving. It's
well,
fine.
No, it's just a day. It's
fine.
Well, you're
but
not coming on my Thanksgiving everyday podcast then.
But I feel like none of the foods that are associated with it are things that I freak out over. Turkey's fine.
But it's turkey.
It's kind of
can have it
it might
anytime.
even be my least favorite of the meats. So I don't really care about having turkey. I'll eat it. It's fine.
Absolutely.
But, yeah.
It's the first time I've ever heard anyone say that. I'm a little sad.
It's just I am who I am. I can't.
We accept you, Tony.
At least you do. I don't know.
Well,
it sounds
I
like he
accept
might
you.
not.
Oh, you got a shirt too.
Yeah, there's a shirt too. Here come trouble.
That's awesome.
Here come trouble.
Is that your size?
I don't know. I probably extra large.
Oh, I was gonna steal it from you.
No, extra large. It's mine. You can't
Dang
have
it.
it.
Awesome.
All right. Well, let's get
These are cool. I like these.
Did I say Gravy Toy or something like that? Right?
Gravy Toys. I don't know the website, but Buana Spoons.
GrassHutCorp.com.
Link in the show notes.
And Gravy Toys. So go to those things.
These are fun. I don't think you can get this color, but I'm sure there's going to be lots of other colors.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's already hints of other colors, so there's going to be other colors.
Look at these things. They're awesome.
I just love these prints. Look at that thing.
I'm a fan
He's
of Buana's
riding
work.
that dude's back. It's pretty awesome. I mean, come on.
All right, well, I think we may have to skip some of the mailbag.
We're going to skip some?
We can do it later.
Okay. Let's open... I just want to open this one, because I don't know what it is, and it's
okay.
It's bothering me. The other ones I already opened, and I know what they are.
Mailbag.
So we got a mailbag episode.
What's it called? What's on the outside? What's on the box?
It says...
What's in the box?
I don't know what's in the box. It says...
It's like opening a Christmas present.
Just less colorful.
Play Dead Toys. Tim Walwiber?
It said something about monsters.
Micro Monsters. Oh!
Playdeadtoys.com.
Whoa, that thing's awesome!
Oh, it's the little Nosferatu!
That's great.
And he's purple! And it says Toy
Kind
Break
of.
on the top.
Kind of adorable.
That's awesome.
That's super cool. And what a great idea. Also, gifts for friends and family for the holidays, whatever holiday you may celebrate, is, short-run handmade toys.
Mm-hmm.
Resin type stuff. I mean, it's really unique, really fun, and it can also be really personal because you get a lot more variety of characters and colors and options to choose from sometimes.
I'm going to read some websites just so we get this. Playdeadtoys.com and timw-art.blogspot.com. And you can follow them on Instagram at Tim Walwaber and at Yobubo.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I think sometimes people write things just to make us say funny things.
Us or you?
That's awesome.
Oh.
I'm glad we opened that one because I was really intrigued by the Toy Break Micro Monsters promo art they put on their box.
This is super cool.
So, look at that. It's one that you can open and reseal.
Oh. What would you say is one of your favorite toys in your current collection? Not Star Wars, of the, let's say, designer toy variety.
Well, as we said, I'm a big Joe Ledbetter fan, so a lot of his stuff I really like. I really like the
Motion City soundtrack toy that he made. Oh wait, did we even mention that he did that? Like, well, I know we mentioned it on the show when it came out.
Well, he did that with me.
Right, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's like I that's the only time I've done that, and I kind of wanted to do more, but it's a very long, expensive process.
Yep.
It's a process.
And so
it's not for the faint of heart.
Yeah, I would have liked to have done more, but I was just like, I kind of, maybe this is like I did it, and now I can say I did it.
Check.
Yeah. But no, that was super fun to have that become a thing. It's like, I mean, saying I did it is a strong word.
You arranged it.
Yeah.
You made sure you made it happen.
I made it happen. I paid for them to get made, and
you
but everybody else
produced
did the hard. Yeah, everybody else did the hard stuff. But yeah, I like his stuff. I really like the Pico and Wilshire that he did.
Yeah,
that's probably my
really
favorite of his. But I have probably like one of my favorite things, and it's gonna be terrible to explain because I literally don't know what it is.
Okay, I'm excited. Explain it. Maybe we'll know what it is.
Actually, Joe has one as well. I got really excited the first time I went to his place and I saw that he has a different color version of it. But I got it in Nagoya, Japan years ago.
Uh-oh.
And I found out that apparently it was a thing that was like a cartoon like in the 70s or 80s, I think, in Japan. But I don't know what they're called. And again, maybe I have a thing for woolly mammoths because it's a woolly mammoth, and it's big. It's like kind of similar size to the Pico and Wilshire toys.
Okay.
He's like this big, and he's orange, and he's got 2 tusks. But the one I have, I think there's different ones. He's got 2 tusks, but one of them is broken on my, like it's supposed to be. It's not. I didn't break it.
Sculpted broken.
Yes. And
I've seen that before.
And it's very cartoony looking. And yeah, I don't know what else to say about it other than that because I don't know what it's called. I've seen that thing before,
but I don't know what it's called. I'm sure somebody's yelling at the screen saying, "It's nah!"
Yeah,
tell us what it is on the forum or in the comments on YouTube.
Yeah, when I went back to Japan a few years ago, a friend of a friend that was there, that was from Japan, like she knew what it was and she told me the name, and I should have like wrote it down or something because basically she said it
needs to be written down
somewhere.
I immediately left.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know even though I know what you said, I don't know what you said. So yeah, that's one of my favorites, and I have no idea what it is.
Okay, fair enough. Good answer, sir.
I'll send a photo. How about that?
Perfect.
All
right, so that's pretty much what we have today as far as toys. We have a non-Christmassy, unapproved.
Unapproved. No, it's unapproved.
No, it was pretty much flat out denied. I really like these figures actually from Buana.
Yeah, they're cool.
I think they came out great.
I look forward to the next Kickstarter that he does. Hopefully he'll do another one.
Hopefully, and I'm sure on the website there'll be other colors of these guys available. Yeah. These things, like all the extra goodies, fantastic. I don't know. I never like accessories because they always just end up being lost somewhere. Mm-hmm. And I always end up like having to put them in a bag or a box. And
yeah, but like if this is like
a
note of things to come, like if he sells it with this head instead, like,
awesome.
Or like this head instead, I guess. I like this little bird creature
what about
thing.
This? Oh, yeah. I guess that. Oh, yeah.
And these are hand accessories.
Yeah. Well, I just realized that. I was like, this isn't a head.
It just needs to be cut open a little more.
Oh, yeah.
So
okay,
I want to get one of these bird guys. This is cool.
I approve of these things. Not Christmassy, but approved for Christmas as presents. And
your presents don't have to be Christmassy.
That's true. That'd be kind of silly if you had to make all your presents
Christmas presents, only presents.
And you got this little Nosferatu dude is so
The sculpting's
cute.
awesome on that. Really cute.
I love the stylized, like chunky, eyebrows and the gaunt face and everything. Super good.
I almost wish he just went the one step further and just got rid of the whole Dunny thing altogether. I know you have to kind of keep...
Yeah, you got to keep something.
You got to keep something so that it looks Dunny money-ish, but like, he's obviously a talented enough sculptor. Just sculpt your own thing. Like, you can go all the way and just make it even cooler.
Go all the way.
Yeah, like just leave.
That's your advice. Just go all the way.
Leave the Dunny thing behind and just do your own. It's cooler. It'd be cooler on your own.
Well, thank you for that, George.
All right. That's it.
That's it. That's what we got. We can wrap it up. Event-wise, if you're watching this as soon as it's up, Robo Toy Fest and Brick Boutique is coming up this weekend. Robots and bricks, they abound at the Pasadena Convention Center in Pasadena, California on December 21st. RoboToyFest.com for all the details. I believe it's a $5 admission. But go check it out. It's a fun thing to do for the day.
It's worth $5 to get in.
Yeah, and then that's it for this. I feel like it's been so long since we did this.
I know. We haven't wrapped up shows in a while.
I don't even know what to do anymore. How do you host a podcast?
Have you, do you have a day that your show comes out? Like
every Wednesday.
Okay. So.
That's the great thing about podcasts.
Tomorrow, when this goes up.
It doesn't matter when they go up.
You can go listen to the new episode.
It's a good one this week too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that. I don't like to give them away before they're out. I like to surprise everyone with the guest. But it's two guests and a good one. I think it's one of the most interesting that I've had so far. Oh. That's all. I'll tease with that.
Nice.
Well, now I'm thoroughly intrigued. All right, well, you can get links to stuff like Feliz Navipod and TonyThaxton.com to check out everything that Tony's doing. You can get all those links at ToyBreak.com, as well as links to everything we talked about and watch past episodes. You can join the contests and the forum. You can use our Amazon link to help support the show just by shopping on Amazon. Or if you want to go help Tony, you can go to FeliceNavipod.com and use that Amazon link.
Oh, I don't want to take your Amazon links away.
We can share Amazon links.
You mean that? You really mean it?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
It's the Christmas season.
Oh, that's true. That's very kind of you.
Starting in January, though.
Yeah,
Sorry.
in January,
We
you
need them
know,
all back.
only
I
ours.
get it.
You can also call and leave us a voicemail at 818-AM-I-GOOD. You can email us, info@toybreak.com. You can follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/toybreak. You can follow our stuff, all of the shows that we do on YouTube at youtube.com/toybreak, which is our Toy Briefs, our Toy Girls, full episodes of Toy Break, and in the new year, maybe a couple new things, finally, now that we have some time. And of course, you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at at Toy Break. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Alien Gaspar.
Just on Twitter at George Gaspar.
At Tony Thaxton on both Instagram and Twitter.
Fine, rub it in. You obviously didn't post pictures of baby penises from the Louvre.
Yet.
Oh my. Always a yet on the end of that. Well, thank you so much for being on the couch this week, Tony.
Thanks for having me. It was fun.
It was really cool having you on, especially really cool having you near the holidays. I hope some of you guys go check out Feliz Navipod because it's a very enjoyable time. It's an enjoyable listen, especially
I listen to it all year long, and it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Because sometimes you want to hear about Christmas things, and then you get a little taste for what's coming later in the year. Mm-hmm. And I like that there's always a reminder of when it is.
The countdown?
Yeah.
No, just a reminder that it's on the 25th.
It's like in the plug section at the end. I got to throw that in there.
Do you want to throw it out for our viewers?
This year, Christmas will be December 25th.
Oh, good to know. Mark your calendars, everyone. And with that, we wish every one of you out there a very, very, very happy holiday season. And we will see you next week. Same toy time, same toy channel. And we'll be back soon with a new episode. Happy holidays, everyone. Bye.